Hi, dear parents and children. I'm glad to welcome you all for the October month Become a Good Problem Solver event. Become a GPS event is organized by the GEM Foundation to promote and cultivate an attitude for math problem solving and arriving at a solution. And this Become a GPS event will also share the technique called Uber technique to solve problems in a systematic way and also build essential skills, problem solving skills that children can develop. So by building these essential skills, children will no more get frustrated or give up solving problems, but it will help them proceed and arrive at a solution. Every month, the Gym Foundation publishes a puzzle at the start of the month, and the children can go through the puzzle and submit their solution through this link, which has been given here, before 15th of the month. And the winners will be given a month of workshop from that is organized by the Gym Foundation. So you will earn as you solve. And now let's go to the interesting problem that we are going to discuss today. It is about the puzzle meal deal of the day. So by solving this puzzle, what do you get, children? You are developing your algebraic thinking skills and comprehension skills. So let's go and start solving this puzzle. Okay, so as you all know, we will be actually using a technique called Oper technique, right? So in the Oper technique, U stands for understand, P stands for plan, E stands for execute, and R for reflect. Okay, so let's see how to apply this. And as part of the understand, the most essential skill, the most essential point is to underline as we read through the puzzle. So let's read meal deal of the day. Priya and Kirti visited a hotel to have a meal. They both want to buy meal deal for the day. It's like a combo meal, right? For the day. Priya has three-fourth of the money needed to buy the meal deal. So Priya has three-fourth, okay. And Kitty has half of the money needed to buy the meal deal. If the meal deal was rupees 3 cheaper, then together they would have exactly enough money to buy two of the meal deals. Can you find what is the original price of the meal deal? Okay, it seems they are actually having a puzzle time over a lunch hour, and it is a bit interesting puzzle that they have. There is not any mention about the price, right? But then the amount is like how much they are sharing, that is being mentioned here. So how to start working on this, we will see now. So we have underlined the key information and also what is that which is being asked for, right? So original price. So here, if you actually notice carefully, nowhere it has been mentioned about the price of the deal, right? So there is something which is unknown here, which is to be found. So whenever you see that there is an unknown means you don't know the value and you are supposed to find it. So whenever such kind of an information is provided, you can easily relate that the actual problem or the puzzle is can be represented algebraically. So algebraically, in the sense, you apply the algebra like the unknown values, variables, and then try to find it. So the plan includes that you actually use algebraically. Now, actually, we should understand this puzzle better in order to translate these statements into algebraic terms. So that's what we are going to do in planning. So what does 3 by 4 of the money needed to buy the meal deal? So in this case, whenever we talk about algebra and unknowns, we will first assign some variables. That's how we can start working on it, right? So maybe then we can say that the price of the meal deal, right? that's the question which is asked. So price of the meal, let me say it is X rupees. I don't know what it is, but let me say it is X rupees. And what is Priya having? Priya has 3/4 off. So the word of the money, it's very important. So whenever you say 3/4 off, half off, something like that, it means that you have to find 3/4 of that X. So Priya has 3/4 of the amount X. I'm just putting X in the bigger font. So 3/4 of X is what is Priya is having. So I can write it as 3/4 X, right? For example, how can I write like this, ma'am? Let's take a simple example. If you don't know how to write this expression, you can take a simple example. Let's say the meal is costing 20 rupees and Priya is having 3/4 of that money. So what does 3/4 of the money mean? So 3/4 into 20. Like I divide into 4 and then 3 times of that. Correct? That's called 3/4. So what is it? You can cancel out and 15 rupees. So Priya is having 15 rupees. So the same thing, if you want to write algebraically, you can write 3/4 into X. So when you are working on algebra, if you are not sure how to frame that expression, you can use this simple example. Okay. And then comes Kirti. Kirti has half of the money. Again, notice half of the money needed to buy the meal deal. So the same way, Kirti, if it is 20 rupees, Kirti will have half of means 10. 20 divided by 2, right? So which is 10. So the same way here you can write it as 1/2x. So Priya is 3/4x and Kirti is 1/2x. Now we have these expressions ready. Let's do the execute part. Now what has been given? This is 2 we have done. If the meal deal was rupees 3 cheaper. So what does rupees 3 cheaper mean? Cheaper is less than, right? If it is 20 rupees, what does 3 rupees 3 cheaper mean? It is 17 rupees. If it is X rupees, so 20 minus 3 is 17. If it is X rupees, it is X minus 3, right? So it is just X minus 3. Now we have Priya's in algebra term, Kirti's in algebra term, and the cheaper price in algebra term. So if the meal deal was rupees 3 cheaper, then together meaning both of them adding together, they would have exactly enough money to buy 2 of the meal deals. So what does it mean? If the meal is rupees 3 cheaper, by adding both their amounts, they can buy 2 meals, right? Okay. So how to do that? So by adding together means what? You add Priya and Kirti's amount. Okay, let me start the fourth point. So this is Priya, right? 3/4x is having by Priya and 1/2x is having by Kirti. So together, can I write it as 3/4x plus 1/2x? Yeah. So if I add, what they can do? Exactly enough money to buy 2 meals. So can I write 3/4x plus 1/2x is 2x? Do you think this is correct? This is actually not correct. Why? Why this is not correct is because they are not just telling by adding both of them they can buy 2 meals, but the criteria here is if the meal is rupees 3 cheaper. So only if it is rupees 3 cheaper, then they can buy 2 meals which is having 3 cheaper by adding both their amount. So what should I put? 2 like 2 is the 2 meals, but it is not X, it is cheaper amount which is X minus 3. Okay, so this is the most important point where most of the children may go wrong. So this is very important to note down. So this is the cheaper amount and 2 times the cheaper amount they can buy by adding both their amounts. Now we have all the points ready and we can actually start working on this algebraically now. Okay, so let's do then how to solve this. Solving this equation. So now these are all called expressions and this is equation. So let's try to solve this equation. So we have 2x together, and collecting like terms is what we have to do. So for that, adding two fractions, we will take LCM. LCM of 4 and 2 is 4, and 3. Here it is 2 times, so 2 into 1 is 2. 3 plus 2 into x. So having the braces is very important in algebra, so you should be very careful in that case. So this is how we get the um, equation. And after this, what we can do is we can equate the right side and the left side. So if you equate, it will be 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 by 4x is equals to 2x. We will expand the brackets now. So 2x and minus 2 into 3 is 6. So 2x minus 6. And then if you further go on, it will be 5 by 4x is equals to 2x minus 6. So then what happens is 5x is equals to, if you take 4 here, should I multiply everything or just the x? So in algebra, it is very important, if you take 4 here on the right hand side, you should multiply the entire variables constants on the right side. So this is how you have to multiply. So this will become 5x is equals to 8x minus 24. From here, most of the children would stumble. Okay, if I go ahead and actually subtract, I'll get a negative value, right? So 5x minus 8x, like if I take it to the left side, 5x minus 8x is 3, minus 3x, right? So whenever you have such kind of idea of how to work with negative numbers, take another way and get the bigger value, bigger coefficient of x on the left hand side. So you can write the same thing as 8x minus 24 is equals to 5x. So you are just writing the same expression, but now 8x is on the left side, which is like the bigger coefficient of x. And from here you can do 8x collecting like terms. So you collect the x on one side and the constant on the other side. So 8x, 5x is positive here, so if it goes on the left side, it will become negative. And 24 is negative here, so if it goes on the positive, it will become, if it goes on the right side, it will become positive. So 8x minus 5x is 3x, and 3x is 24, and x is 8. So the amount, the original price, right? That's what we initially had, that the original price of the meal is x, and we now found the value x by executing systematically, solving it algebraically step by step. X is 8. Now we should also go ahead and do the reflection part, right? That is very important in the Upper technique, to reflect. So here we found x is rupees 8. And if we want to reflect, we can check if the answer is correct. So if the price of the meal is 8, right, x is 8, Priya is having 3 by 4 of 8. What is 3 by 4 of 8? It will be 6. And what is Kirti having? Kirti is having 1 by 2 of x, which is 3. Okay. And now if it is cheaper, so if it is not 8 rupees and if it is cheaper, like 8 minus 3 is 5, then if I add both of them, I should buy 2 times of this, correct? Okay. So let's see if we can get that. So Priya is 3 by 4 of 8, which is 6. Here 1 by 2 of 8 is 3. And x minus 8 is 5. So if I add both 6, so here it is 1 by 2 of 8, so it is 4. I just made a mistake here. Okay. It is 4. So 6, right? This Priya's amount 6 plus Kirti's amount 4 should be twice this amount, which is 3 times cheaper. 2 into 5. 6 plus 4 is 10 and 5 plus 2 is 10. Right? So now this reflection helped us to understand that the answer that we have got is correct. So every time when we do on math problem solving, it is important to have a habit of checking our answers back and also knowing how to check. So now we understood that the answer is correct, and so the meal that they are planning to buy, the original price of the meal is 8 rupees. Yeah. So this is how we actually do translate these kind of puzzles into a algebraic way of working. Okay, so I hope you are all able to understand how to translate the puzzles or the math word problems into algebra and work on it, arrive at a solution, and also reflect and check back. Thank you, children, for participating in this puzzle solving event. And I hope you all are able to follow the upper technique and understand the problem and solve it. Please do participate in the November month solve and puzzle and share your solutions in the link that will be provided on the solve and earn page here. Yeah. Thank you and see you next month's Become a GPS event.